CIT Group said its 62-year-old chairman and CEO Jeffrey Peak is resigning. That is effective at the end of the year. CIT, of course, struggling to avert bankruptcy. The non-bank commercial lender has had a tough go of it, surviving the financial crisis. And joining me now to discuss the CIT news is Erik Schatzker. And Erik, why now? Why would Peak leave the company now at such a critical juncture?
You have to wonder whether he was pushed or if he's making the decision on his own, Scarlet. Just a few days ago, the company indicated that it was going to expand its board. So that was an indication to some corporate governance experts that they were preparing perhaps to push Jeff Peak out. But keep in mind, there's a $29 billion debt equity swap that CIT is trying to effect, and it's not going well. On the one hand, you've got S&P telling bondholders that they should sell their holdings. On the other hand, you've got Sean Egan from Egan-Jones saying that these bondholders should just hang on, not participate in the debt equity swap because CIT would be worth more to them in a liquidation, that this company following the debt equity swap is not going to be able to survive on its own. Remember, CIT is a completely different company from a funding perspective than it used to be. When Jeff Peak, who was pushed out of Merrill Lynch, I should add, by Stan O'Neill, came to CIT in 2003, he was a magic maker. CIT was up 89% that year. It was up 29% the following year, and it was up 14% in 2005, the year that he became CEO. But CIT used to be able to rely on short-term funding in the debt market. The story with CIT, so similar to what we've seen with other companies that got caught in the credit squeeze, that couldn't roll over their debt, obligations came due, they couldn't pay for them, and so the whole business model collapsed. And what these debt analysts are saying is that you cannot revive not just that business model, but a business model viable enough for CIT to stay in business. You have to wonder, if you're Jeff Peak, whether it's worth sticking around for something like that. But then again, it is also possible that the board just said, we've had enough. Either Jeff isn't being cooperative enough. We don't know. Obviously, that's taking... Excuse me, I'm getting a little excited here.
That's all right.
It's taking place behind closed doors. But the bottom line is Jeff Peak is resigning, just like Ken Lewis, stepping down. He's going to stick around till December 31st. But
leading the restructuring effort.
Exactly. But you know what Wall Street says in situations like this. Mentally, he's gone already. It's time for the board to take over, find a successor, and get this company back on its feet.
All right. Thank you so much, Erik Schatzker. New blood at CIT Group, the chairman and CEO resigning.